Good evening, teacher. My name is Maria Fernanda Maya, and now I'm going to talk about the Unit 2. The first question says, is your community accessible to everyone? Well, answering the first question, the community where I live is accessible to all from, for example, large stores, the big gate in the street, and ramps. So people with physical disabilities who use, for example, wheelchairs can easily get access to their homes or the entertainment or recreation areas. There is also security guards who they are always there if you need any help in any situation. Question number 2 says, does it have any particular areas that make it difficult for anyone in particular? No, as I mentioned before, my community was built with everybody in mind. So and how they can access to the communal areas without any problem. Question number 3 says, if you could redesign your community, what 3 changes would you make so that it's more accessible to all users? If I could resign for the benefit of all people in my community who need it, number 1 will be more sign on the floor in the ground so people can identify where they can get access to certain places. Number 2 would be when I was a little girl, a child, I remember the traffic lights used to emit a sound so people who is blind, who are blind, sorry, can cross the street. The place where I live, there is not something like this, so I will implement this again. And number 3 will be special elevators for people um, who use wheelchairs. For example, it's very difficult for them to take a bus, and for example, in certain cities like Guayaquil, we can find this kind of elevator in every bus stop. But in 21 years living in Quito, I have never seen something like this. So I would like to implement this at least in my community where I live, and that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, teacher, for your attention. This was my participation. Have a good night.